Please tell me. If I keep missing the mark, will you throw me away? Say you'll be back someday. Even though we lost each other.
Whoa.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Oh, man.
We're about to slide into this song.
Whoa, bro, like,
It's above the cerebral cortex.
oh, shit. I didn't even know where I was at.
Are you ready?
Yep.
You done making fun of me?
Yes. Hey, man.
Fucking knew it.
All right.
You keep ripping on me 40 or 50 more times and I'm out of here.
Squeak.
How am I supposed to get a chick in that?
That's my favorite part of that fucking movie. The little, like, doggy bed. This is so fucking weak,
You
man.
couldn't get a girl in that if you had a $100 bill hanging out of your zipper.
Yes,
yeah,
I could. No, dude, you're a complete piece of shit.
I am not. Yeah, but you're a little bitch. A 3-pointers from behind the meatballs?
Yeah. Not big sports guys.
None of that pussy 3-on-3 you guys are used to in the suburbs.
Picked up this new game in the hood. Emo children, it is your emo daddies, Riley.
And Sean.
We play in an emo core band from Portland, Oregon called Spirits, and we do these reacts for some fun on the side.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, buddy. Today we're back with another one. This is a band that I've been listening to for a really long time.
And I recently started listening to it.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah.
Chris is an amazing singer.
I
I'm
agree.
excited to see what this is. So this will be Werewolf by Motionless and White.
If you want to check out our music, we got a 5-song EP out called Novellas.
Oh yeah, that.
That's right, baby. In fact, all the music you hear while we're talking and not listening to the actual song, that's us.
Yep.
So if you want to check that out, we appreciate it. You can stream it, or you can pick up physical copies. We got a link to our merch store in the description.
Helps us out a lot every time you pick something up. We are trying to record a new album and, get back on the road. So anything that you guys pick up directly helps fund that, and we appreciate it very much. Or if you just share a video, leave a comment. We appreciate all that very much too.
We are excited to check this out. We got to give a quick shout out to our sponsors, Ghost Killer Entertainment and Solar Guitars. And what song are we checking out?
Motionless and White, Werewolf.
I'm hairy like a werewolf.
Yes, you are. All right, let's see what we got here.
I can feel you, I can hear you.
I think I have heard this.
I have not.
Yeah, it's different. You'll like it. Definitely heard this on screen.
Ever-shifting skin is ripping as you take control. I can't tell where you end and where I start.
I like that line.
Ferocious diagnosis under moonlit
Love that falsetto.
Yeah, that's some great falsetto.
Become the monster or the monster become man. I could be up all night, but I'm paralyzed when the creature comes alive.
That's a nice pattern.
Yeah.
But you can't hide. I could be honest, I could be human, I could become the silver bullet.
Such a great line.
Yeah, it is. Damn.
No one can break my heart like I can.
Nice.
I think that was a cowbell I heard.
Yeah.
I'm not mad about
I
that.
like it.
Got a fever. I love that 80s vibe that it's got going on.
Bite marks ever bittersweet. Smile for the camera, but don't flash your teeth. Let the bodies hit the
Is that
dance
4/4?
floor to this heartbreak beat.
It's got a weird, like, I don't know how to describe that.
Feels like everybody's watching me. Seductively destructive, we are true romance.
I think it's more the melody makes it do that.
Yeah. It's also that, like, party hi-hat feel to it. Love the layering on the vocals on that part.
Oh yeah. I like this a lot.
I love that line. I can become the silver bullet in your head.
That's sick. I love that.
Yeah.
The melody there.
Great harmonies going on, too. They're doing the lower harmonies, which I really dig. Ooh, that's cool. I had actually forgotten that they dropped that into that halftime there.
That's a great line. get a new guitar player?
Have no clue. I think Mrs. Kogo had me check this out on Twitch. Such a fucking banger of a hook.
Yeah. The patterns on that are really nice. This part too.
Yeah. I like that they went to that minor note right there. Really nice resolution on that.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, when that started, I was like, oh, fuck. It's like an electronic
Right.
song. I really am not into like electronic or the old like industrial type stuff.
Right.
I really don't like it. I never did.
Right.
So I was worried about that. Like half of Motionless and White stuff's hit or miss for me. I always loved Chris's vocals, but just the industrial vibe, it never connected with me for whatever reason.
Right.
So I was kind of worried about that, but then the way they did it with those kind of like 80s like bad campy like sci-fi horror sounds and shit.
Yeah.
The theremin type sounds and whatnot.
Yep.
I actually liked it. I wasn't bothered at all by it, and then the vocals are what really did it for me. Those vocal patterns were unique, and the melodies were top tier.
Definitely.
And the
agree with you on
lyrics
that.
were fucking incredible.
Yeah. No, that such a banger.
I really liked that.
Well, and I like too that they meshed or intertwined, I should say, live drums with that real 80s pop drum. Like you'd hear that. I don't know what kind of a tom it's called, but it's that real 80s.
Yeah, the rototoms.
Rototoms, yeah. So, like you were saying, I think that I'm kind of in the same boat. Now, don't get me wrong. I've always liked bands like Orgy and some of these bands that were a little bit more industrial like that. But I never fell in love with the genre. It was more of a phase for me.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of in the same way, especially when you hear what Motionless and White is capable of. It scared me when I initially heard it, but actually, I'm glad that I saw this on Twitch before you got to, because I was really excited when I recognized what song it was.
Yeah.
Because they did such a good job of... Honestly, it didn't feel like industrial like the early 2000s, you know, when Orgy these bands. It felt like more like Depeche Mode.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? Yeah,
Depeche Mode.
exactly. That old school like 80s pop where that was the thing going on.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed that, and then like I said, them throwing into that halftime towards the end there, man, that really sealed it for
that
me.
little like da 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 da.
Yeah,
I really like that part. That first line in the chorus, the pattern on the vocals was really cool.
Right.
That stuck out to me every time. I really liked that.
Well, and I think what was really cool about this track, as far as, you know, getting back to it having that 80s feel to it, even something is going into a halftime break like that. That's not something that you heard a lot in the 80s. So that's really cool that they're bringing that nostalgia back, but they're also adding that flavor of, you know, time signatures and different things that we do nowadays.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a rip of that.
Yeah, because there's some bands out there, and, you know, it's real popular, the super neon, you know, music videos to go with it.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'll hear one song and I'll really have a good time, but then I'll hear the next song and it's like the same thing as the first one, you know?
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I won't throw it out there, but, you know, you know what I'm saying. And like, I feel like this is a song that I would love to jam over and over. It's not one of those songs where it's like, oh, it was fun to listen to.
Yeah, it's got replay value. It's not just like a fucking, I'm not going to say that because it'll be obvious, but... you know, there's actual substance to the song.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
And it's, especially when you start digging into those lyrics, that really, I mean, Chris is always a phenomenal lyricist.
Right.
But it always impresses me to see, and Ollie Sykes is another good example of, like, I'm always impressed by those dudes.
Oh, definitely.
You know?
Well, and I feel like, you know, Chris as a vocalist, he's one of those vocalists that definitely uses a formula. You can kind of anticipate what he's going to do, but whatever he does in that next area that you're anticipating, he does it really well and really different within the same feel of it. You know, like I could honestly say that chorus on that song reminds me of 10 other Motionless and White songs that I've heard.
Sure.
But the run that he did with the vocals, you know, how he attacked
exactly.
it, the melody lines, it made it so different that it's not just the same, you know, open.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so I
Exactly.
really appreciate that when bands can stay in their lane of what they're really good at, but they can mix it up within that and still feel natural.
Yeah, add different instruments here and there,
Yep.
or like break down the feel in a slightly different way, or fuck with your vocal patterning
Right.
in a way that you hadn't before.
Right.
Because, yeah, I mean, there are only so many choruses you can write.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Especially as like a metalcore band.
Right.
There's only 12 notes.
Yep.
So, you know, there's only so many ways you can finagle those together. So
It's true.
It's really hard after a while, especially when you're they're like 6 albums deep now.
Yeah.
That shit, I mean, working on our second album, it's hard.
Yeah. No, totally.
You know what I mean?
And they keep coming up with great stuff. You know, that's
Yeah.
what really, you know, I wish I would have gotten into these guys earlier. I had my reasons why I didn't. Those are
Yeah.
no longer a reason, so I'm free to, you know, listen to them how I want, and I really
Yeah.
enjoy it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. That fucking line in there that was like, you know, I can be the silver bullet in your head, but you can't
Yeah.
break my heart like I can.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, there'd be a really generic way to say that, which,
Right.
you know, if I was to write that line, I would have wrote it the more generic-y way.
Right.
And not brought in the, you know, the werewolf aspect of it and shit.
Right.
But, like, I like the way his brain works
Right.
in that way, where you can tell what he's saying, but he's doing it in kind of like a, you know, a Poe-esque fashion.
Which makes me wonder, him as a vocalist and his writing style, I'm wondering if he comes up with the concept first, or, you know, because that's a pretty on point line to the actual name of the song.
Yeah, and there were several
know.
of them.
Yeah, so I mean,
Ronnie does that too.
yeah, and it's great. It's just like you said, it's not super on the nose, it's eloquently put. I think that's what separates an entry-level artist to someone that you can tell is really seasoned, is they're able to say something and have you understand what they're saying, but they're using words that you wouldn't think of associating
totally.
that, you know?
Totally.
And that's what makes it fun for me to listen to.
Yeah, and they're not just jerking off with a dictionary using the biggest words possible.
Exactly.
To, like, be that guy.
Yeah.
Like, it's clear what the intent is there. Another Trevor Sternad from the Black Dahlia Murder, rest in peace.
Yes,
My
definitely.
favorite metal vocalist of all time. He is phenomenal with that, with his writing. He can use different turns of phrase and different words that, you know, are somewhat obscure,
Right.
and it not really phonetically how you'd speak
Right.
nowadays, but the way he would write was really unique.
Yeah.
And I feel like Chris has that same kind of vibe.
Not only is the substance of what the meaning is great, but also how it's put. If you want to check out our music, as we said earlier in the video, all the music that you hear while we're talking, that's music from our 5-song EP called Novellas.
Yup.
You can stream it or you can pick up physical copies. They do still exist.
They do.
They do. We have new music on the way. We are very excited. Also, if you're in Las Vegas, When We Were Hungry Festival, babe. Huge festival of a bunch of emo bands having a great time.
It's gonna be fucking rad.
That's right. So look that up. Tickets are on sale. There's also a Spotify playlist, When We Were Hungry Festival.
Yes. We are playing both days.
We are playing both days,
Yep.
and we're going to get sticky, and we want you to come with us.
Yeah, come out and check that out. My other band is playing as well.
Hell yeah.
They put it together. I didn't really do any of the work because I'm not that smart, but they put pretty much the whole thing together with a team. So make sure you come out. Modern Day Escape,
Hell
check
yeah.
it out. And yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. So we hope to see you there.
Hell yeah. And as always, welcome
To
the
Spirit.
world.
See ya.